Hey everybody, my name is Paul Beard and I'm a piano player and a musical director for people like Robbie Williams and Leona. I've also been playing in James Blunt's band for the last 6 years, amongst other people. I've been very lucky. And you're watching Roland Boss TV.
Work it, make it, do it, make sense.
The first time I ever used a piece of Roland gear, I was about 12, and my school got a Roland sampler. I think it was an SK something or other.
Okay.
Can't remember. And I was totally enthralled with it, and it had a dog barking sample,
which everyone needs,
yeah,
right?
And I proceeded to write a song called "The Family Rap," which I think my friend has still got.
The Family Rap.
Yeah, and it had dogs barking in it. You know.
Wow. You say your friend still got this?
Somewhere. Yeah, I need to get hold of it. It's been
holding
a while.
it for blackmail, or?
Yeah, probably. I got his mum and dad to sing on it, and he was in it, and yeah, it was great fun. Anyway, so that was my first experience with a Roland piece of kit, and then. The school had a Roland D10 and I used to do gigs with that, and I was using the Roland VK7, which I guess it was a hangover from the Blue Tones days. I used it with those guys.
Sure.
You know, it's a great gigging keyboard because it's got drawbars on it, and you stick that through a real Leslie, and it sounds almost like the real thing, really. So
excellent.
Yeah, wonderful.
And I know that you toured for a small period with Razorlight as well.
That's right.
How was that?
Yeah, and they had. Johnny and the guys had a it's an RDX
RD700, wasn't it?
RD700,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
right, yeah. And I was so happy to use that because again it was the Roland weighted action and it sounded great, you know, just straight in, played the piano and
how was it touring with them?
It was brief.
Right.
But it was brief, but also one of the sort of most high octane experiences. It was supporting Queen at Hyde Park.
Wow.
For one night, and then we supported U2 around Scandinavia, and it resulted in U2 inviting the band to fly on their jet from I think Stockholm to Copenhagen.
Did you get to fly on the jet?
Yeah, I did, and I got to sit with U2 as well.
Okay, and so we have the lovely Roland VP770 over there.
Here she is. My favourite new toy.
Okay, so where did it start with this?
Well, the first time I came across one of these was with Trevor Horn, and we were doing an electric proms show with Robbie Williams, and I believe Trevor had just got hold of one of these, and he had it lying around at Psalm Studios.
Sure.
And there's a track called Decepticon on Rob's latest album, and it had this sort of big vocodery part, and up to this point I'd never used a vocoder live. And we just set it up and had a go with it, and it just sounded fantastic. And it's generally been the reaction everywhere I've gone with this. You set it up and you start doing it, and everyone kind of freaks out and goes, "Oh, that sounds amazing." And the great thing about this particular vocoder for me was that it was just so easy to set up and get going with. I usually get. I mean, I'm not a great programmer of keyboards. I'm much more kind of into the Whirlies and the Hammonds and all those sorts of things. But I have to say, using this was dead easy. And usually within sort of 30 seconds, I've got a sound that everybody's kind of happy with. So for the Rob gig with Decepticon, I just went for a really sort of quite a lush sound, which is something like this one. Hello, Decepticon. And I probably had a bit of reverb on it, which is the other thing I love about this is it's pretty performance oriented. So you can get straight in and switch on things like reverbs. So that just switches it on with the light, and then you can sort of alter the amount straight away. So that's quite a lot. But this is probably what I did back there. Hello, Decepticon. So yeah,
yes.
I'm going to get laughed at by a lot of people. This
oh man, that's nice.
vocoders is bound to be something. I always burp or something down the making
for comic effect.
Yeah, there's always something.
The sound guys love it.
You always forget it's on, you know. end up saying or swearing about someone and it comes out. So,
yeah, right. So and and so with Leona, do you use it at all?
Yes.
How do you use it?
It was kind of a late addition to the tour. I was there with one keyboard and feeling a bit naked.
Sure.
And we kind of hit on the idea of getting a vocoder in because we had this track which was a sort of blend of Daft Punk's Stronger, sort of mashed up with Michael Jackson's They Don't Really Care About Us. And so yeah, it kind of turned into a vocoder feature. And it's online. You can see it on YouTube as someone's videoed it from the audience. And it'll be released as like a DVD coming out at Christmas, so you'll be able to see it in all its glory.
And when you were told that was going to happen, what did you start having to do?
Well, we hadn't got the keyboard at that point, and I was thinking, I'll use samples or something like that, and then 2 and 2 made 4 for once, and I suddenly thought, the vocoder, and so we got it in, and straight away, got with the whole work and do it, make it better, harder, better, stronger kind of thing. So it was, I need to practice that,
but that's good. That's good. You saying it's quite easy to use. You're just straight in
with it. Yeah, I mean, I think that was This is a monophonic patch.
Sure. That
I've got going, as opposed to the polyphonic, which is more chordal based. This was just like a single note together. So I was doing kind of bass lines, and we kind of stuck a Zeppelin riff in at the end. And I was doing like the main vocal for it. So I just went for a monophonic, kind of slightly robotic, it's a bit more of an old school kind of sound. That kept it nice and dead in terms of the ambience. And you can get in and sort of alter the tonality of sound. So if you want it to be darker, you can make it dark or brighter. And then you've got the carrier part here, which you can sort of alter the whether you want a sort of string sound or a brass sound or a choiry sound. And again, you've got the controls for getting straight in on it, really, which is great. So if you want it to, to be darker, or the attack, or the mix between the vocoded sound and the Cynthia sound, you can blend it there. You can set the vibrato here so that it comes in. You can sort of delay it so it comes in a bit later, and the depth and the rate of it as well. So it's really hands-on. This is what I really enjoy about
Sure.
it. But yeah, for Leona, it was just 30 seconds and bang, I was there.
And do you use it as a writing tool as well, or is it mainly just kind of sort of sample based?
It's funny you say that. If you bear with me a second. Get straight in on this as well, which is the D-beam stuff, which has been on Roland gear for years.
Sure.
The rest of the year is looking like I'm still musical director for Robbie Williams, which has been great fun. I've been really lucky to be doing that. So he's got a few weeks coming up. He's got a Greatest Hits album coming out, and he's doing this Help for Heroes gig at Twickenham. So I've been getting all that ready, and then James Blunt's got a new album coming out, which we made back in April. It was at a time when I was rehearsing with Leona, so I was kind of getting up at 7 in the morning and learning James Blunt songs, going to Leona's rehearsal all day, getting out of there at 8 and driving straight across to the recording studio, with this under my arm, actually, with the vocoder sort of tucked under my arm, because he had a couple of tracks that I'd had an idea might work with vocoder, so it's sort of moonlighting across London with the vocoder.
Amazing. So anyone who thinks the life of a top session musician is easy is very much mistaken.
Exactly, yeah. I'm one of the hardest working jobs in the world, but also the best.
But
best fun, yeah.
Well, man, that's great. Thanks so much for showing us around your shed, your musical shed.
Yeah, it is, the Nerve Centre.
There you go.
Yeah, brilliant.
Thanks very much.
Guys.